So the next step for me was actually taking a piece of a petal of the flower and eating it. It tastes good. People put them in salads all the time. But the reason why you do this, and this is actually in the book The Way of the Shaman, is that you need to make physical contact with the plant in order to connect with the spirit of the plant. Now, you don't have to do this every single time, but once I did this, I was able to then do a shamanic journey like the ones that we do in the Patreon group. And I was able to have an experience of meeting the plant spirit. Now, the plant just may appear to you or to me as a person. It can appear as a very large, like vision of the plant. It may be just a color or energy. It doesn't really matter. It's just that you'll know that you're interacting with the plant. I also went into the lower world to do this. And one of the things that was interesting about my vision was that I actually merged with the plant spirit. And this really helped me because I learned about the plant spirit and what it did by the way it impacted my spiritual body in the other world. And so I actually learned more about how to work with the plant that way than if I had heard or seen a bunch of images given to me by the plant. So at that time, that was what I really needed. Now, later I also dreamed with the plant, and I had been taught by my Peruvian teachers and Andean teachers that if I wanted to have a dream, one of the things I could do was put something next to me or under my pillow. So I did it two different ways. I used a bag with the plant in it, which I'll talk a little bit more about making a bag in another video. And I also used a crystal, which I put into the energy field or aura that's around a plant. This sometimes looks like a globe of white energy if your third eye isn't that well developed like mine. And basically, I just had this, I put it very close to the flower, not touching, but almost touching, in the energy of its aura. And I asked for a blessing from the flower. And then I took this stone and put it under my pillow or next to me while I slept. So either put the bag near me or the crystal that was charged with the energy of the plant. And this also helped me to have dreams that helped me understand the true nature of this plant and how it's really good for things like clearing away negative energy. It actually helps spiritually when there's infection present, and it does a lot of very protective and healing things, like even work with unhappy ancestors. So I'll be talking a lot more about how I worked with the spirit of the plant, but this was my introduction to meeting it as a true plant spirit.